On Read a Chapter with Muhammed.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. Chapter 4. If anyone had told me that I would kill a co-worker, I would have stared at the person like they had gone bonkers. I couldn't even hurt a fly. It all started when I woke up one day in a hospital at the age of 7. The memory still lingered even after so many years. It's so sad. We lost both of our parents. I heard one of the nurses whisper. What is going to happen to her now? The second nurse asked. I have no idea. The first nurse shrugged. They had no idea that I had woken up. They were carried away by the conversation. Doesn't she have any relative? The second nurse continued her inquiries. I don't think she does. No one has visited her since she got admitted 3 days ago. Maybe they are just far away. Have we tried to contact them? The two nurses were interrupted with the appearance of the doctor and another nurse dressed differently. She's finally awake, the doctor said, smiling. Matron, still nothing from her relatives, he asked the nurse that came in with him. No one has contacted us, sir. Hey there, little one, how are you feeling? The doctor asked. Where is mommy? I managed to ask. The doctor gave her a small smile.
Oh, so cute.
Tell me your name, the doctor asked, ignoring my question about my mother. My name is Ziha. Ziha, how old are you? He asked me more questions. I am 7 years old, I answered. Do you remember what happened? He asked, and I shook my head at him. The last thing I remembered was going to the shopping mall with my mom and dad. Don't worry, you'll be fine, the matron consoled. That was the first time I realized that my life had changed. And it certainly didn't change for the better.
Wow.
Goodness.
Wow.
After a while, I got accustomed to the pity stares, and there was always a hint of sadness in the gazes directed at me. That was until I got sent to an orphanage after the hospital waited several weeks without any sign of a relative showing up. At sunrise, I arrived at the orphanage, the tall windows letting in soft morning lights. Walking down the hall, I felt lost in the big, empty hall. I looked around at the rows of beds in the hall where other kids slept, feeling alone without my parents. The matron, a kind lady, showed me to a small room, my new home.
Wow.
Don't worry, little Ziha. You'll be fine. We will take care of you. The matron hugged me tightly. But what about mommy and daddy?
Aww.
When will I see them again? The matron couldn't give me an answer to that question, so she just shook her head and looked away. Days passed by, and I tried to adjust to the orphanage routine. I met other children who, like me, had lost their families. Alone at the window, I watched stars, wishing for my parents' warmth. The orphanage wasn't too bad. I was just used to receiving all the love from my parents without having to share with other people. I was an only child. I had never had my parents talk about other siblings or cousins. It had just been the three of us, our own little family.
Oh my God.
On a sunny day, a rich couple visited the orphanage in a fancy car. I caught their attention with my beautiful and innocent look. They spoke to the caretaker about adopting me. Nervousness filled me as I learned about my potential new family. I couldn't digest the thought of having to live with other people who weren't my parents. After some time, the couple decided to adopt me. The couple welcomed me warmly, promising me a loving home. As I adjusted to my new life with my adoptive parents, I gradually began to feel uncomfortable around my new father. Poor kids.
Wow.
His behavior and certain gestures made me uneasy and anxious. I struggled with conflicting emotions between wanting to trust my new family yet feeling unsafe. My new father started to get even more uncomfortably close to me after I turned 13. I noticed changes in my body because I'd begun to grow taller, my figure became more defined, and I started to notice physical changes that marked the onset of puberty. I was a very beautiful girl.
Aww.
No doubt, I took after my biological mom. I had captivating eyes, a loving smile, and very beautiful long
I
hair.
love a self-aware queen. She's pretty and she knows it.
More like self-centered. My classmates often referred to me as marine spirits. In other words, no person should be this beautiful. Oh,
I still like her confidence.
I also started experiencing menstruation, signaling my transition into womanhood. Woman.
Woman to woman. Do you know that Simi song?
Like
Woman to woman.
One evening, he finally managed to get his way with me for the first time. I ran out to cry to my mother. She has always been caring and took care of me just like her own child until that day. Because I knew if I were her biological child, she wouldn't have asked me to do that, would she? My adoptive parents had no other children. The doctor had declared my mom barren. My father accepted her and promised never to leave her. This was why my mom swore never to leave her marriage. No other man will accept her. She was determined to keep her home for the rest of her life. My mom has sat me down to tell me these stories. You know the stereotypes surrounding barren women. We were that close. She confided in me. I used to be so scared of what my mom would say if I had told her about the uneasiness I feel around my father. So I had kept quiet. I didn't want to come between their marriage. I was extremely mature for my age. I limped to my mom crying. He hurt me. Who hurt you? And how? My mom panicked, confused. Daddy, I sobbed uncontrollably. Did you do something wrong? What is wrong with your legs? Is that blood? My mom's eyes widened in shock. He hurt me here. I wept even more, pointing at my private area. Shh, keep quiet. Do not ever repeat that again. My mom shushed me. And then proceeded to have a talk with my father. I had an exchange of words. They fought all through the night. But that didn't stop my father. It only got worse. I started to despise the man so much I had imagined what it would feel like just to get rid of him and live a normal life with my caring mother. This was when I started hearing the voices in my head. Voices that would whisper to me to do evil things to him. Justifiable.
Very
After the
justifiable.
first time, I had kept quiet about the incidents, just like my mom has instructed me. Having endured so much, the pain reached a tipping point when I turned 15. That monster did not allow me to have a normal childhood. He had made me hate myself. I felt dirty and undeserving of love. I was just about to start university. Maybe if I had endured a little longer, it would have been better, but I couldn't. I quietly slipped out of the house one evening after my father and mother had settled for bed. My heart racing with fear and confusion. With no idea where I was going, I fled into the night. It was a better option for me. I couldn't continue to live that way any longer. I was going to miss my mom, that was for sure, but I couldn't take it any longer. You guys should tune in on Reading a Chapter with Zaiimuhammed.
Yeah. So yes, this is Read a Chapter with Zaiimuhammed, and I hope you had fun reading and listening to me, and I hope to see you again very soon.
I wasn't introduced though.
Oh, of course. Don't mind me. This is crazy. Of course, this is my baby girl. Yes, Beauty Plus.
Wow. I am flattered.
Beauty Plus, extra beauty. Thank you so much. Bye. Bye.